Hey guys, welcome back to another fun-filled day. This is Ben here. I am your host, and for those who are new here, please like and subscribe. And yeah, here we go, guys. Let's just jump right into it. Today's question is, how long do golden pheasants take to color out? And by how long, we mean how old. How old do they have to be fully colored? And I get asked this a lot, you know, and people are excited. They want their birds to color out. You know, they're new to pheasants and they want to, you know, just know how long it takes. And we're going to go over that. First off, guys, I want to just say, you know, these are my opinions and these are the things that I observed throughout the years of raising birds. And I know for the most part, this question is, how long do they take to color out? You know, and of course, you guys are going to have the same experiences as me. You know, we're not going to be too far off. But I'm going to start with saying that the red golden pheasant, guys, okay, we have a little Tractor Supply chick that we got earlier this year. I don't know if you guys watched that video, but yeah, a little male rooster, only a few months old. He's already chasing the girls around. Anyways, let's stay focused here. The red golden pheasant, okay? Now, on average, I hatch my red goldens early May. They hatch around early May. And then they usually color out by their second fall. So I usually tell everybody it takes 1.5 years for them to color out. You know, it's that second year molt that they go through in the summer, and then they're usually colored out by fall. Now I'm going to show you an example of, well, I don't have a 2022 golden pheasant, but I do have a yellow golden pheasant. Chris Lovis picked this, same thing, right? Well, let's go check him out. Okay, so now guys, it is of course early August 2023, and like I said, I hatched most of my goldens out, you know, the beginning of May. So right behind me here, guys, he is a 2022 hatched male, of course male. But anyways, yeah, as you can see, technically he's in full color right now. Now he's still in blood feather, pin feather, you guys know what I mean. So those feathers are still growing out. But, you know, so that would make him 15 months old. And he is fully colored out. Now I usually tell people 1.5 years because that's usually when the feathers are done growing. He's fully feathered out, and yeah, pretty much that was it. What you see at 1.5 years is what you're gonna get. So guys, let's take it a step further. Now let's look at the Lady Amherst, because I do have quite a few males that are 2022 hatch, and they are still feathering out. Now it'll be kind of interesting because they're hatched around the same time as the golden pheasant, but still they're are further behind in progress. So as you guys can see with this male right here, he is not as far along as that golden pheasant was. You know, and in my experiences, the Lady Amherst take a little bit longer. And not just in feathering out, but in maturity as well. Like I said though, just in my experiences. But yeah guys, when it comes to the maturity issue, I have noticed with my birds, the golden pheasant, even though he's not fully colored out, he can still even look like a female at 1 year old, and still breed. And breed the hens, you know, fertilize eggs, do his part. He can be a breeder. Even younger than 1 year, they can too. Now with my Lady Amherst, guys, I have noticed even fully colored at 2 years, okay, I relied on my Lady Amherst, one male in particular, to breed the hens for me. And it didn't work. He was immature in the head, let's just say. Now he was fertile. He could have fertilized eggs. He just didn't have the know-how you know, didn't have the experience. He chased the girls around, he beat on them and stuff like that. I'm not saying every Lady Amherst male is like that, because they are not. But, you know, it's not just feather growth that makes them mature, you know. If they're young in the head, they're not going to be the best of breeders, you know. Now, even with that being said, Lady Amherst that isn't fully colored out can still be fertile as well. And these are just with my birds and the bloodlines that I have that I've noticed these differences. So hey, you guys, if you guys go back and look at some of my old footage, you know, some of my older videos, you can see that I do sort of a timeline and updates of my different species that I have here, especially with the Lady Amherst. Okay guys, so if you're ever confused about the stages of what, you know, what they'll look like at this age and that age, just go back and look at some of my videos. I date them, you know, give you a general idea of what you have to look forward to. And since we're on this subject, guys, of feather growth and development, let's take this a step further and let's go check out the Impians. Now I'm in here, guys, with none other than Albert. Albert, you are definitely the most famous Impian on the planet. Okay, just want to let you know, guy, not trying to boost your ego or nothing. But anyways, Albert was last year's hatch. His hatch date, birth date, whatever you want to call it, hatch date, is May 15th, 2022. And as you can see, he has a lot of color coming in. Look at that tail, guys. You see that tail? He's got the adult plumage coming in. You know, there's a couple tail feathers that he's gonna lose still. But look at all that blue, that greenish yellow there on his shoulders, the black breast. Now, I'll have to look at my records, but I don't think he'll be fully colored out until maybe October, November sometime. So yeah, with these species that we're talking about here, guys, it is that second fall that they go through that they really come into their full color. Boy, I'll find any reason to put that bird on camera, won't I? My good buddy Albert, gotta love him. Anyways, let's get back to the rough pheasants, guys. Okay, so for the most part, they're gonna color out in their second fall. Now, if you notice, most of your birds, the mature ones, they go through that hard molt at about July, you know. We're talking about the rough pheasants here. About July, you know, early July, mid-July, something like that. They'll go through that hard molt. Or even late June. Late June, I have to look back, but it's around there, okay? But they'll go through that hard molt. And that's when your yearling males will molt as well. And they'll molt off that, you know, that juvenile plumage or what have you. And in their second year, those young males will catch up to the mature ones, if you know what I mean. So your yearling males of the rough pheasants will catch up to the mature rough pheasant males in their second fall. Hope that made sense. It did in my head. Anyways, so yeah, so the time that the mature males molt in July, the yearling males will too. Wait, hold up. Back to the Impians, guys. Okay, now when it comes to the Impians, guys, they won't breed until they're 2 years old. Okay, now that's what I've noticed in my experience. You know, the hens won't lay until they're 2, and the males, even though fully colored out, you know, at roughly a year and a half, year and 3/4, something like that, even though that first season after they're colored out is when the males will breed, in my experience. Okay, guys, 2 years old Himalayan models, breeders. So to sum this up, guys, let's just say for the rough pheasants, just for the rough pheasants, a year and a half. Their second fall, they'll color out, they'll be good. Okay, now that doesn't mean they can't breed though in their first season. Okay, so I've had some golden males that would breed less than a year old. Okay, and we're quite good at it too. So yeah, just something to think about, you know. So there you have it, guys. That's my answer right there. Year and a half, just to be solid. But like I said, that yellow golden over there, guys, he is 15 months old and technically fully colored. Not fully feathered out because his feathers are still in blood feather and they're pin feathered, they're still growing, so he's not fully fledged, you know. So if someone ever asks you and you want to, you know, tell them, hey, year and a half, your golden pheasants will be colored out. Lady Amherst, about the same, you know. But like I said, my little Lady Amherst, they'll catch up, you know, toward the end of the season here. And so, yeah, there you have it, guys. Thanks for hitting me up. Thanks for asking me these questions. You have any more questions? I'm always here. Peace. I'll see you on the next one.